Good morning. Today, for our ancient Greece studies, we are going to look at the Persian and Peloponnesian Wars. So you should have out your notes, and we're going to go over these two sections. And then Monday, we will be ready to start part two. So let's talk about the Peloponnesian War or the Persian War. We're going to start with the Persian War. So the Persians looked at everything that Greece was doing, and it frustrated them. They wanted to conquer Greece and make it part of their empire because remember, owning land symbolized wealth. And so the Persian Empire wanted to own Greece because Greece was flourishing quite a bit. So it was not easy. It was not an easy war. It lasted for 10 years. And the Greeks, they had some trouble. Persia was quite a large empire, and Greece was not a large territory. So they fought for 10 years. One of the most important battles was the Battle of Marathon. Um, Athens' army won this battle, but Sparta joined Athens afterwards. So remember that city-states like Athens and Sparta, they all had their own kingdoms. Okay, they all had their own city-states and had their own government, and they didn't often join together for wars. But as the Persian Wars continued on, Sparta, which had the strongest army in Greece, joined up with Athens so that they could keep their territory. The Battle of Thermopylae was a huge loss for Greece. Athens was destroyed, completely destroyed during this battle. Another important battle was the Battle of, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Salamis, and this happened in 480 BC. So this battle was extremely important because it took place on the sea. Now remember, the seas, the bays, all the water areas that surrounded Greece were really important trade routes, and whoever owned those, whoever won this battle, excuse me, they would have control of those harbors and those trade routes. So King Xerxes was in charge of Persia at this time. So this battle wasn't a land battle, and I'm going to put all these up here. This was a battle at the water, so it was a battle of ships. They lost 40 ships, but they were able to take out 200 Persian ships. And then after the battle, the Persians tried one more time to take over Greece, but they were not able to do it. And that's a big deal because Persia was a very large and a very strong civilization, a very strong territory. This video we will watch Monday. We'll kind of do catch up on videos Monday. But this gentleman, Pericles, was a leader in Athens. He was considered one of the greatest public speakers, and he was very wise, and he was able to make decisions that would help people and that would be fair and just. He loved Athens. So you can see here in yellow, I have after Xerxes burned the city. Okay, remember Xerxes was king of Persia. So after they burned the city of Athens, Pericles is the one who helped restore the city back to its beauty, back to its power. This is a picture of the Acropolis. It's one of the most famous buildings in Greece, and it is still standing. Though these are this is a picture of the ruins today. And it overlooks the center of the city in Athens. And we'll watch, this is again present day. You can see the people here, and we'll watch this quick video on Monday. All right, so the last one we're looking at is the Peloponnesian War. So after the Persian War, um, Greece had to continue to try and protect itself and protect its trade routes. So because Athens had a strong navy, that was good, but they weren't strong enough on their own. Remember, remember at one time Sparta joined them to help defeat the Persians. So they started creating alliances, meaning they started joining with other city states to kind of say, you know, if we get attacked, we'll come and join you and help protect you. If you get attacked, um, or if we get attacked, you come help us. If you get attacked, we're going to come help you. And they called it the Delian League. Now, the interesting part of this was this league, in order to fortify it, they had to agree to pay money into an account, into a treasury that was protected, so that if war happened, then they could pay for the war. They could pay for the troops, they could pay to make the ships, they could pay for the supplies. I'm gonna pull this up. Okay, so the league went pretty well for the most part. The taxes, the fees were paid to Athens as a way to, you know, as the protectors. They were kind of head of the league. And as a result, they grew wealthier and more powerful. Athens as a city grew wealthier and more powerful. Sparta, though, did not join the Delian League. So Sparta did not join. They did not want to be part of it, partially because Athens and Sparta didn't agree on a lot of things, and we touched on that yesterday. They lived very different lives and focused on very different things. And Sparta thought that Athens was just using the Delian League to get power, right? To get wealth, to get power, and to, you know, kind of be in charge of all of Greece. And so that created a lot of tension between the city states. And so because of this, because Sparta and Athens, even though they're in the same country, even though they're all Greek, it started what was called a civil war. So what we're going to get into on Monday and Tuesday is that Sparta and Athens started fighting against each other, and so they had other city-states joining their sides. So Athens' league was called the Delian League, and Sparta started their own league called the Peloponnesian League. So here's Peloponnesus. Okay, and Sparta is right here. So this is where Sparta's city-state is, and Athens is over here. Okay, so around 431 BC, a civil war started between Sparta and Athens. And you know, if we think about that, this is one country, but this one country was fighting among itself, and because of where it took place in Peloponnesus. That's why it was called the Peloponnesian War. Okay, and remember, the Persian War lasted 10 years. This civil war between Athens and Sparta lasted more than 27 years. It was pretty intense. And we will watch this video on Monday. So that is all we are covering today. As far as ancient Greece, make sure you have your notes filled in. And if there's any question on the Persian or Peloponnesian Wars you missed, you can go back into the video and rewatch the part you missed.